online. This is WSAV News 3 at 10.
Good evening, I'm Tina Tyneshaw.
And I'm Ben Singer. Thank you for joining us. First on News 3 at 10, the man who says he tried to mentor the teenager charged with murder in the deadly 4th of July violence in Savannah is now speaking out.
He was in City Market Tuesday night when the shots were fired, leading to that deadly crash. Our Martin Staunton brings us a News 3 exclusive.
17-year-old Jerry Chambers' criminal history has made headlines in the wake of the deadly violence downtown. Malik Jones says he's known Chambers for more than 5 years and spoke to him just 2 weeks ago.
And I briefly told Jerry, I say, Jerry, you know, you just beat the odds, man. I actually was at his graduation as well. He just graduated high school.
Jones says he tried to encourage Chambers to stay on the right side of the law.
I say, you know, you stay out of trouble. I told him briefly my story. I say, man, I was there where you were at one point in time. I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. With me going back and forth to the juvenile, seeing that this is not the life I want.
Jones says he knows that Chambers' home life did not promote a life of crime, and his mother did everything she could to set Chambers up for success.
It's not the way you raise a child. You can raise a child in your home to do the right thing, but they'll go out in the street and portray something totally different. I was definitely that kid.
Jones says that Chambers seemed receptive, but his actions revealed the advice did not resonate. In March, Jones started a one-man operation called the Cycle Breaking Generation, offering mentorship and motivational speaking about his life experiences and what led him to change.
You don't have to be a hot boy or a gangster or a thug to be cool. You can't take the streets. There's only two places that thugs and gangsters go. That's dead or in jail.
Jones offers this advice to anyone watching who is headed down the wrong path.
I really hope Jerry see this interview, or he get the message that, Jerry, you got to change. Other people like Jerry that's hanging around with the wrong crowd, leave them alone.
Reporting in Savannah, I'm Martin Staunton, WSAV News 3.
Jones says he is disappointed in the choices Chambers seems to have made, but he does not feel a sense of failure because he's learned that when it comes to mentoring, not everyone given advice actually takes it.
It has been the talk of the town and social media. Why was Jerry Chambers Jr. back on the street and allegedly committing violent and even deadly crimes this year? By now, you may know the background. Chambers was charged with shooting a 63-year-old woman outside of Savannah Mall in June of 2016. A juvenile court judge found him not guilty. Chatham County DA Meg Heap has been the brunt of much of the criticism online for that decision. Heap spoke out today for the first time and defended her prosecutor.
This individual had no record. The case was originally charged as armed robbery, but nothing was taken. So it went back to juvenile court. One of my most experienced prosecutors at juvenile court took the case, introduced over 40 exhibits, scores of witnesses. We presented our case, we fought the fight, we did what we had to do. But like in every case, the judge makes the determination.
According to Heap, the charge was lowered from armed robbery to attempted robbery because nothing was stolen during that crime. Heap says she knew Chambers was potentially dangerous. That is why her office fought so hard to keep him behind bars.
Could your child be in a gang and you not know it? Metro Police are urging parents to pay close attention to your child's behavior. Police say teenagers are committing a lot of crimes in Savannah. Jerry Chambers was one of 2 teenagers involved in the crash and shooting in City Market. And police say Chambers is a gang member. Some parents say city leaders need to create more activities for children. And some city leaders say parents need to take responsibility of their child's actions.
Being able to hold not only parents accountable for the actions of their juvenile children that they have not taken reasonable steps to deal with, and those that harbor and those who allow crime and illegal activities to occur in their house.
They said that they were going to make the environment safer. They were going to create opportunities so mothers can work and people could sleep, you know, so nobody's sleeping now.
Police are urging parents to know where their child is, who they're with, and what they're doing. Monitor your child's social media and phone activity, and stay in contact with your child's teachers and school administrators.
Hundreds honoring the life of a hero in downtown Savannah today. Scott Waldrop was killed instantly when Chambers' car crashed into him in the early hours of July 5th. News 3's Meredith Stutz has an interview now you'll see only on News 3.
From the colors to the decorations, you'd think Pulaski Square was the place to party.
Cheers to Scott.
But on Friday afternoon, it was the place for hundreds with heavy hearts to celebrate a life cut short.
He probably lived more in 30 years than
people live in a lifetime.
Neighbors, family, friends, co-workers, even strangers all gathering, hugging, remembering Scott Waldrop.
Cheers to Scott.
Waldrop died in the early hours of July 5th. Witnesses say he pushed people out of the way as a car crashed into a crowd on Bay Street. His family now calls him a hero.
A parent cannot be more proud than for their child to lay down their life for someone else.
Waldrop was the general manager at the Gray restaurant, but it was his heart, not title, his family remembers most.
To him, you're a human being, and he was going to treat you as such.
At the service, people were encouraged to dress brightly and patriotically.
For him to have died on 4th of July was his favorite day of the entire year.
Sparklers were lit for one of the city's biggest cheerleaders.
Scott loved Savannah, everything about it. And Savannah loved him in return.
In the midst of sharing, a strong message echoed.
What is going on here? It's not a black or white issue. It's not a gay or straight issue. It's a Savannah issue.
His family hopes for a life lost. Peace can be found.
To be a catalyst to end the violence that we've heard so much about and now we've experienced personally.
Meredith Stutz, WSAV News 3.
Members of the Savannah Firefighters Union were also there to name Waldrop an honorary firefighter for his heroism.
Traffic is flowing normally again on Bay Street in downtown Savannah after 2 lanes between Jefferson and Whitaker Streets were closed for the morning. This is for an investigation. Troopers told News 3 they were surveying and forensically mapping the scene. Although there is no visible evidence, GSP says that there is evidence they marked on the night of that crash.
What's next is a very timely and time-consuming process that we put everything together and turn it over to the DA's office with the information that we already have and plus the information that we gained from this and throughout our investigation.
Georgia State Patrol told News 3 they're doing everything they can to make sure justice is served.
The roads are clear tonight after a downtown crash closed roads for several hours. The crash happened around noon today at East Broad and East 37th Streets. At this time, we're not sure if anyone was hurt. We do know multiple cars were involved and the cause of the crash is still under investigation.
In our consumer report tonight, the parent company of Sears and Kmart says it will shut down 8 Sears locations and 35 Kmart stores. Sears has already put 236 stores on the chopping block this year. The company said they want to focus on its best stores and to bolster digital sales.
Some good news on the job front tonight, though. The Labor Department says the U.S. economy added 222,000 jobs in June. That's more than economists expected, and the 81st consecutive month for job gains. Wages also grew 2.5% in June compared to a year ago.
Uber adding a tipping option in the latest version of its app. The company says tipping will be available in every U.S. and Canadian city by the end of the month. Riders will be able to add a tip at the end of the trip when rating their driver.
Pringles offering a new limited-time flavor that might appeal to college students. The classic noodle company Nissin is partnering with Pringles to offer chicken top ramen flavored crisps. The new flavor will be available exclusively at Dollar General stores this month.
Well, pull out your tuxes and pull out your pearls. Happening this weekend is the 5th annual Tybee Prom. It's happening at the Tybee American Legion on Veterans Drive tomorrow night from 7 to 11. The tickets are $30. The event benefits the Island's Feral Cat Project. This year's theme, red carpet. So wear your favorite prom attire and dance the night away with Sassy Cats and the Toms Band and more. A king and queen will be announced at 10:30.
Also happening this weekend, the 2nd annual Art March Parade and Festival. It's happening tomorrow night from 5 to 9 at 37th Street and Waters. The event is free and open to the public. It's being put on by Art Rise Savannah. Cars and bikes are not allowed, but walking groups are encouraged.
When the feels-like temperatures soar above 105, it forces one of downtown's biggest attractions to get creative. The horse carriage companies are trying new ways to keep their horses cool. The revised city ordinances require them to be taken in once it hits 95 degrees. And this is causing some business owners and vets to take action tonight.
We're putting them in front of fans when we're here at the barn. We're taking their temperature and we're hosing them down. And this is the most important part.
Now, to ensure everyone knows how to keep horses safe, free educational clinics are being offered to help with Operation Cool Down. For information on the next clinic, go to WSAV.com and search hot horses.
This summer heat can be downright dangerous. How one group is helping to save lives and what they need from you tonight.
And coming up in the Complete Storm Team 3 forecast, the weekend is off to a very hot start. But we're also going to see a change, a cool down, but that comes with a chance of storms. We're tracking it all after the break. You're watching WSAV News 3 at 10 on WSAV CW.